Iberian Trail Expedition, episode 24. This is day 25 of my expedition, and I'm driving a network of tracks getting closer and closer to a high mountain pass that crosses the Picos de Europa. Usually closed in winter, I'm going to try to be the first person to open this pass this season. This has to be one of the most epic European vistas. I picked my way along the mountain track, an old drover's route cut into the hillside, which had at one time been paved over with concrete, which was now crumbling and slipping off down the side of the mountain. Bro, this is just absolutely breathtaking, man. I have no water left in my tank. That means, yes, I can camp, but I'm gonna have to be really careful with like washing dishes, probably can't take a shower tomorrow. Pushed on westwards along the trail, edging ever closer towards the mountains. I wanted to check out accommodation options in the town of Potes, in case I weren't able to tackle the pass for a few days due to the weather. And I wanted to hedge my bets in case there was nowhere to wild camp, something that I'd heard might be an issue in Spanish national parks. I pulled off into the town, a picturesque, ancient little mountain settlement, and pulled over briefly to go into a mountaineer's hostel to inquire about rooming availability. We just passed through Potes, which is where I was going to try and find a hostel. There's nowhere available right now, but from tomorrow, there is. I pulled out of the town and continued along the trail up towards Espinama, the outpost town that I was going to use as a staging point to try to tackle this pass. I pulled into Espinama. To have a chance at making it through the 4x4 crossing, you need bright, clear conditions and no snow, and I'd unfortunately just missed my weather window. So this was going to be a recce mission with the intention of coming back in a few days' time when the weather conditions were more favourable. Okay, so we're in Espinama, the little mountain town that I will use as my staging point for the crossing of the Picos off-road. But see, the weather is leaving something to be desired, so that's it up there, but it's all shrouded in fog and rain. So I've just noticed a water fountain. Agua de red. I think that's good water. Definitely putting some in the tank. For finding water, I rely on fill-up points like this, so spotting this before my 4x4 passage attempt was a real stroke of luck. Alright, we'll get this filled up and then I think that we're going to go up and check out this pass. You know, if we could camp nearby, that would be pretty sweet. I kind of want to see the terrain from my own eyes, you know, it's only a couple of kilometres up there. I connected up my filler hose and turned on the water, letting the cruiser's fresh water tank fill up. And while waiting for it to fill, I made friends with a street dog. You're a lovely boy, huh? It's a fresh tank of water. Let's hit the trail. Our route is just up here through the town. I hit the road to the outskirts of Espinama, heading through the tiny mountain town towards the trail that would take me up towards my fabled mountain pass. I pushed onwards up the steep switchback track, ascending more than 800 meters in a matter of less than 10 minutes. Look at this. This is incredible, brother. This huge, spectacular spire of rock, pointing triumphantly up at the sky at an altitude of almost 3,000 meters, seemed to mark the way, standing like a sentinel over the mountain pass, and seeming to indicate a departure from the ordinary world all around.